guys, welcome back to Amanda's Favorites, where I have new videos every Tuesday. Today is part of one of my new series called Planner Friend Chats, and I have Carol here with me. I am so excited to introduce you guys to her. She is Mom Plans. It's mom.plans on Instagram.
Mom.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, mom.plans on Instagram. Of course, I'll put that on the screen and it will all be linked down in the description. She also has a YouTube channel. I will link that down in the description. We're going to learn all about Carol today, but I can just say I've known her for several years online.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've gotten to know each other pretty well over voice DMs and everything. And also she's been a Patreon of mine for years. And so we've been in like so many Zoom calls together. I feel like I've also gotten to know you there. She is just such a kind soul, and we really relate, and we've become fast friends. I feel like, even though we've never met in real life.
Yeah.
Although we're probably going to meet really soon.
Yes.
Right.
I think there might be a chance coming up.
Yeah. I guess we can mention that here. This video won't even come out probably. Oh, I'm trying to look. It might come out like right before that, but we can announce it because ERIN CONDREN's already sent out their email about it. They're going to give a production tour to affiliates, and it's open to any affiliate who wants to come to Austin on a certain day in April. And Carol is going to fly in.
I am. Yes.
And Tara and I are going to drive down there. And so I'm going to get to meet Carol for the first time, and I'm so excited.
I'm excited. I'm excited too. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be really fun. Okay. So we're going to start off with some of our rapid fire questions to just get to know Carol and jump right in. Let's start with, what is a favorite food or treat of yours right now?
Let's see. If it was like a treat, it's like anything cake or cupcake, like red velvet with that cream cheese.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, we are in agreement on that. Okay. Okay. What is your favorite thing to do to relax if you just had like a half a day and like nothing scheduled?
I would be like, if I had the whole house to myself, which I'm an empty nester, so it's not like we're crowded here, but I would say a nice chai tea, a book. I like probably Frank Sinatra in the background, no TV. I never want the TV on when I'm home alone. I actually don't watch too much TV except with Vic in the evenings. So, but just a quiet day on my porch. If it's gorgeous weather, that's where you would find me.
Okay. I love that you have a great porch to sit on. I love that.
Yeah.
I don't have that. That's awesome. Okay. Where's your favorite place that you've lived?
Well, I have only lived in my hometown. I grew up in New York and then here in Kansas. And though I love my family in New York, I love Kansas because we have a lot nicer weather.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. All right. Where is your favorite vacation spot, if you had to name one now?
That like I've been to, or that I would like to go to?
Well, you know what? That's good. I mean, I guess I'll say you can have been there or somewhere you dream of going.
Okay. So I have thought of, I would like to go to like Italy or England, just because I have never traveled over that way. And two favorite vacations have been in the Hamptons. We love the little towns and just walking through, and Hawaii because it's warm there.
Wow, I've never been to the Hamptons or Hawaii. That sounds amazing. My husband's gotten to go to Hawaii twice for work, but my boys were little when he went. And so it wasn't a time I could take off and leave them and go with him. But okay, let's jump into Carol. Well, first, let me say this. If you love ERIN CONDREN or you love Planner Perfect, or beautiful washi tape, like those are things that Carol shows all the time. So you have to follow her on Instagram and YouTube if you are a planner girl who loves those things. Carol went to Go Wild this year. And so we're going to start off with a few Go Wild questions, and then we're going to get into the planner questions. So how many times have you attended Go Wild?
This was the fourth year, my fourth year.
Wow. Okay. So I'm like calling you like a Go Wild veteran at that point, like your fourth year, like you've been through a lot. So
a lot. Yes.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's changed quite a bit over the 4 years?
It has gotten larger. Like the first year I went, it was, I think we were like 700 or 800, and now it's like 1,500. So it's a lot right now. And like sometimes it gets a little crowded and congested. So, and as much as, I love to be there, I sometimes have to step back and, just get a breather from all the noise and, the lines.
Yes. So, like, would you say that sometimes you have you ever like skipped events to like just go like be like, I need downtime in my room? Or is there enough time for you to go have downtime that you don't need to like skip any like events or speakers?
Well, I would say this year, I just felt like I was going and going. They've added like a crop night on Friday night. And then I also had an ERIN CONDREN affiliate dinner, which was, I mean, both wonderful events. So it's not like, it was terrible or anything.
Yeah, yeah.
But we used to like have Friday nights free. And so it was time to go explore a little bit more. And so by Friday night, our crop that we were in, there were some technology problems. And by then, Tara and I, we were both just wiped out because you also get up really early that morning, for the conference and the tables. So we snuck out about probably 30 minutes before just to go back to the room and get to bed a little bit earlier.
What does crop mean?
It's like they have activities, like they might be planning activities or like there was so much, I can't even remember what we did, but they give you like pens or paper, I mean, specialty paper and stuff like that. We had a couple different events with that. And, they show you how to do something with it. And then we split up. That sounds like a really silly explanation. They give you paper and pens. But they're very crafty with, like, we made a heart out of after a journaling session.
Okay.
But so then we went to the Simply Gilded, it's called the breakout room, and she was going to teach us all sorts of different ways to use washi. And the overhead for her display wasn't working, but I mean, she went around the room. She tried to, help people. And so, into going into that room, we were given like the washi samples and even like a notebook for it to use in
Okay.
that workshop. Yeah. So that's what the crop
Okay.
is.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So what would you say we'll just talk about this past year. So we'll talk about the most recent year. What were like your favorite 3 parts? Like if there was 3 things, what would be your favorite 3 parts or 3 events?
To me, the most like favorite part is my friends. Like I have some really good friends from previous years, and we've kept in touch like year round. Some of us are a little bit closer than others. And then, Taylor and Tara and I we've all, with you, all become really great friends. And we got to go, like, I had not ever met Tara in person. Taylor, I had. And so all of us together, and it was like we had always been together, like sisters, and we just laughed and giggled. And to me, those are the most favorite parts,
I love
and
that.
yeah, the conference had some good speakers. The affiliate dinner with ERIN CONDREN, they treat us so well. I mean, you always feel special going to that. And, there's just so many little parts. It's really nice.
Okay. I love that. Yeah, that's what I feel like. The friends that you make, the connections, that has
Yeah.
to be the best part. Okay. Is there anything that you would like change or want to request done different? Or if you were running Go Wild, what would you change?
I would say start Friday morning a little later. It
What
gets like
time, what
early.
time does it start?
Well, the doors open at 7:30, and the conference I think like starts at 8 in the morning, which I am a morning person. I mean, I'm up at 4:30 every day easily, but you have to get lined up early, and it just seems like it gets earlier and earlier. And
Okay.
you know, as you get older and older, you're like, I don't want to get up at 3 to get in line to go to a conference. And we didn't leave our hotel until I think 5:30 or 6. So
I mean, that still sounds early to leave your hotel to walk there. Like you don't really have time for breakfast before.
No, you do not. You always carry snacks. And we had also been up the night before until 12:30. That's the problem, is you're up the night before. Yeah.
And then getting
it was
super early.
Yeah, because it was the welcome party the night before. So I mean, there is just events nonstop.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so to wrap up Go Wild, my last question is how was it staying at a hotel offsite versus staying there? Have you ever stayed in the hotel that it was in, like to be able to feel a difference?
I have actually always stayed in the hotel it was at. And I would say offsite, it wasn't bad at all. We were just literally half a block away.
Okay.
But for like, we could have taken probably some more breaks going up to the room. The good news with being around the corner is when everything is done and you have 1,500 people going to the elevators, we walked out the front door. So that was a plus.
That does sound like a plus. And maybe just being able to get outside. I think Tara mentioned that to me, that like just the small walk to the hotel was nice, because if not, you might just like only stay in the hotel the whole time.
Yes, that is. I mean, because you and I connect over nature, that I have to get out and see sunshine or fresh air every day.
Me too. Oh man, me too. Okay. I said that was the last question about Go Wild, but one more. So this time it was in DC, which seems like I've never been to DC. I would actually want to like go around and see the sites, but there's not really time during the conference, right? So if like you wanted to see the sites of where you're going, you'd need to build in like days before or days after, right?
Yes. So I went in Wednesday, and there's absolutely nothing Wednesday, and that's to get settled in the hotel. Taylor and I did go that afternoon to go see a few things like the White House and down the mall.
Okay.
And run to the store, get, your supplies. And Saturday, I know some people probably went, but I was leaving really early, and I'm just one of those people that I had to get packed, have everything ready before I could go to Plan JAMA. So we did that that afternoon. Yeah.
Okay. Now, I probably already know the answer to this because you've been 4 times, but would you go to Go Wild again?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. And like, are you already planning to say, yes, I'm going next year? Or do you wait and see like where it is and just what's going on in your life at the time and like evaluate from there?
I will probably wait, make sure, where it is and what's going on. You just can't ever predict.
No, we can't. No.
Yeah.
Does it matter to you where it is? Does that make a difference on whether you'll go or not?
Probably not. No.
Okay.
You can always get a flight anywhere.
Okay. Yeah. So it's not really the draw of where it is to you. It's the draw of seeing people. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I loved seeing y'all Go Wild. Of course, since y'all were my friends, I have Carol, Tailored Plan, and Tara, who y'all know, and I will link them all down there if you're like, who are you talking about? But I loved watching their Go Wild, and Carol made a Go Wild video on her YouTube channel. So if you want to hear more about it, of course, her channel is going to be linked down there below. So go check out her Go Wild video if you want to hear more about it. Okay, now we're going to go into our planner questions. Thank you for sharing about Go Wild with us. All right, what is your earliest memory of like your first planner?
I remember going in elementary school. We had a very small, it was probably in like a closet school store. And I was sent with enough money to get a number 2 pencil, a pink pearl eraser, and a composition book. And that was my love with paper at that point.
I love that little school store memory. I love that. Okay. So what is like one of your earlier adult planners that you had maybe before you found the planner world? Did you use a planner like before you found the planner community online?
Yes, actually, my husband brought me home a Franklin Covey planner, and I used that for several years because he was getting them from work. And I remind him all the time that he actually did have a planner at one point. But we had a store near us, and so that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun, and that's what I used for I think several years until I found ERIN CONDREN.
Okay, so you went straight from Franklin Covey. ERIN CONDREN was your next find. Like that's when you found ERIN CONDREN in the planner world. Okay.
Yes.
And was that, do you remember around how many years ago that was?
Yeah, it was actually my daughter who pointed it out to me. She said, "Mom, I just ordered this planner. You can customize the cover." And she had just graduated college, was in her apartment. So we're looking through, showing me all these fun covers. At that point, there was very few, selections for covers.
Right.
And it was, I don't know, 35 or 40 at that point. And I was like, I can't spend that much money on a planner. And she and my husband conspired and they got me it for Christmas. And that was like 2013, I think. And I wish I had saved that planner.
Wow. Oh, that would have been such a good planner to save that earlier in CONDREN. I love
Yeah.
that memory that they got you it for Christmas and your daughter introduced it to you. Okay, I love that. And we didn't even go over how many kids do you have and what's like their age range? I know they're all grown now.
I have three. I have my daughter is the oldest. She is going to be 32. My middle son is going to be, he's 28, and then the youngest is 24. And the boys are married, so I have the most wonderful daughter-in-laws. I love them, and my daughter
Aww.
has a significant other. So, and we love him too.
Okay.
So,
And
yeah.
do your kids live near you?
My daughter is just like 50 minutes in Kansas City, and my son lives in town, him and his wife. And then we have our other son way out west, western Kansas.
Okay. Okay. But still within like driving distance. So,
Yes, it's about 5.5, 6 hours.
okay.
So not bad.
Okay. That's good. They're all, I mean, they're,
Yes.
you've got them pretty good close to home. Okay. I'm loving learning all this about you, Carol, and the planner story with the ERIN CONDREN. I'm just loving that. Okay. What are your favorite parts? I think I already know the answer to this, but what are your favorite parts of the planner community on Instagram and YouTube?
The friendships, like you said, it's community, I mean, I have so many people I chat with on the daily, and they do not roll their eyes or get glazed over when I continually talk about planners, because my friends and family are like, "Stop, enough."
They just don't understand.
They don't get it. No, but my planner people do. So it's been a real outlet for me, because it is something I really enjoy, and so I have people who also enjoy it.
Yeah. And do you feel like, so it is kind of a hobby for you too, although it also, functionally runs your life. But do you feel like you have more time for it since you're an empty nester now, even though you do still work full time? I know.
Yes, I definitely have more time for it. And, I've really gotten into like a little bit more memory keeping, especially with, um, the photo printers at home and stuff, and just learning from the other community and seeing people's beautiful memory on, in their planners or journals. And I wish I had some of that when the kids were younger, but I probably wouldn't have had time for it.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing, right? That's how I feel too. I feel you
Yeah.
on that. Okay. Do you feel like there's any hard parts of the planner community for you, or do you feel like it's all positive?
No, my budget, always gets hurt by it. I think probably, I know, like a
That's
lot,
why
you know.
that's why you're working, right?
Yes, right. I work for paper. Um, I would say that, you can get caught up in like the comparison of others, the beautiful handwriting, and like then start to think, your planner's not as pretty, or, worth showing. And for a long time, like I wouldn't show my planners. And I think with a little help from you, you're like, this is me. And as you look back through years, it's like it's all mine. And and then you just become to appreciate it. And so I don't get caught up in that. So I do love people with beautiful penmanship, and I tell them all the time, I'm just over here gawking at your writing.
Yes.
So
I love the way that you said that. and looking back over time. I mean, it's just uniquely you. But even I've been caught up in that I talked about recently. You know, sometimes I just have to mute some people because seeing like another just perfect, you know, planner page makes me feel like, well, there's no room for me to share, which is weird that I would feel like that after all these years. But, you know, I do start to feel like, oh, well, that's what everyone wants to see, the perfect handwriting, the perfect sticker spreads, you know. So even I get caught up in feeling that way. Okay. If you were to if you could mix any planners to make the perfect planner for yourself, or do you already feel like you have the perfect planner and you don't need to mix any planners?
I right now have the perfect planners, and if I could combine them all into one, I would, but there's absolutely no way. I like them for their individuality, that they're different and different paper, different setup, and they all have their own purpose. And I'm actually really happy with my planner lineup. So
Okay, share. That is a good time to share your lineup right now.
okay.
And what you
it,
use each one for.
okay. So on the daily, I would say I have my ERIN CONDRENs always set up on the weekly so I can see the weekly view. Planner Perfect is daily scripting notes, like the morning pages, just writing and writing. And I also do that in ERIN CONDREN notebooks as well. I'm not picky where I write all those pages, and I don't keep those notebooks.
Okay.
And I now am, you know, a fan because of you that I found them. The Laurel Denise planner. It sits on my desk as a huge monthly spread that I did not know I have been missing. Like I need to see the whole month, my week, and then plan the daily. And I also will pull out an ERIN CONDREN daily when I have a lot going on, because for the most part I can manage everything. But if there's big events or something coming and I need time schedules or time blocking, then I will pull that out for that. So that all works beautifully for me.
Okay, I love
So
that.
I'm really
You have to tell us what ERIN CONDREN layout you're using, because I know people are going to want to know, and what Laurel Denise layout you're using.
So ERIN CONDREN is the A5, and it's like a horizontal. And here, and I have my hand can plan stickers, and it's so bright and beautiful. I love it.
Aww.
And I'm always a gold coil as well. I'm just like that.
Okay.
And so the Laurel Denise, I've been vertical, I've been horizontal, I've been vertical. I could never make up my mind. And then they came out with, you know, the new undated one that was larger and with the full weekend. So I was like, at this point I'm in. So I just got that. I set that up.
I love it.
Just yesterday. So, and that is a vertical, and I picked it because of the blue cover. I wanted the blue cover. Okay. And I figured if I wanted to, I can undo it and put the horizontal in. I would have to, I think, because it's a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I will, and I have to maybe trim a smidge, but it wouldn't be very much. So if I want to flip back to horizontal, I still have that option.
Okay. I love it. So, I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. And I always love your Instagram and just seeing, you know, what you're loving, what you're using. And in what size of Planner Perfect are you getting? Because people, and you guys, I'm going to list all these things, you know, there'll be links. If you're like new to the planner world and you're like, what is this ERIN CONDREN? What is this? You know, I will link it all down in the description. But what size of Planner Perfect books are you getting?
Well, I was an A5 this month. This is the beauty of Planner Perfect. And I am going back to narrow. So sorry, my clocks are all going to go off now.
Okay.
Can you hear them?
Yes.
And so when we were at Go Wild, Tara brought a personal size planner, and I had not had the personal size, and I now do.
That's so cute.
Yes. So I have these two little booklets, and this is my shopping grocery list, and this is a 12-month. And I have actually struggled with a 12-month planner on the go. So I'm really hoping that's it. My leather got delayed. It was the one I had picked was actually out. So I have another one coming, and then I'll have it all in, and it'll be like a little wallet to go.
Oh, I love it.
So,
Okay. And do you get the full subscription box every month?
yes, yes, I do.
Okay. So if people are wondering, okay. Okay. I love it. If you guys want to see like what leather she's getting and how, you know, it's going to go forward, follow her on Instagram and YouTube. Okay. So we kind of already went over this, but journals, are the only journals you're using, kind of like you said you use Planner Perfect for kind of journaling, morning pages, and you use ERIN CONDREN notebooks. Are there any like other journals you use that you love?
Because of some friends that I have tried the Hobonichi, and I have I think it's the A6. It's a very small one.
Yeah.
And I just love the size of it. And I just write anything, an affirmation, a scripture or something in that, just because it's fun. I don't always use it, but I have that one. And I have a Stalogy I'm pretty sure this is Stalogy for like memory keeping. And this is what I've just been tucking in all my little
that's so cute
things. So anyway, and that always changes up. Like last year, my big memory keeping was actually my ERIN CONDREN, but it was a 7x9 book, so I had room for it. And with the A5, I do not.
Okay.
Or it kind of crowds everything together.
Okay. I love that. I love how things change every year. You know, we like to try different things and switch things up. And yes. Okay. Well, that wraps up all my questions except one last one. What are your favorite pens right now? Now, I know you might like certain pens on certain paper or, you know, books, but so run us through some of your favorite pens. And if they go to a certain paper, tell us that too.
Amanda, I have more planner piece than I'll ever have pen piece.
Okay.
I have a cup full of my favorite pens, and it just changed this week because I had been using like really fine tip. In fact, it was a Sarasa 0.5, which I know some people might not think that's fine tip. For me, it is.
Okay.
And it was nice because I had blue and black ink. I'm really kind of tend to be a blue ink person. But then from Go Wild, everyone was talking about these, what are they called? BLen or Clem? I don't remember. It's brand new to me and I don't have my glasses on.
Okay.
But so it is a thick, juicy pen, and I forgot how much I love the big pens. Okay. So then that brought me to the ERIN CONDREN new gel pens that I also got.
Okay. So now you're just having fun with the thicker pens. And so you're just like, you switch around pens and go with the flow and whatever you're feeling.
Yes. Yeah.
And we will link that pen that you weren't sure of the name of it. I'll get it from Carol later and I'll link it in the video because I know people will want to know. I will link those pens she talked about. All right, Carol, thank you so much for coming on today. I'm so glad that I could introduce you to my community because it really does feel like I'm introducing a friend. Like, this is my friend Carol. You know, you need to get to know her because she's amazing. All right. So thanks for taking time to come on today. And you guys leave all your comments or questions down below and I will check them. I love always hearing what you guys think about whoever I've introduced you to. All right. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself so you can take care of others. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Bye,
Amanda.
Carol. We'll see you later.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.